If change would never stop, change in the right direction should not stop either. It's good to have you back here today on this edition of our book review. I only hope that we will get better, our perspectives will change for the better at the end of today's episode. And please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. So today, we will be discussing chapter 3. I hope we can cover more than one chapter because chapter 3, 4, 5 are actually short. So I hope we can cover that today. So chapter 3 is titled Life is a Trade. Now here's the law of exchange. Getting something of value that you want requires giving something of value that you have. You give something of value in return for something of value. Written by Elisha Mammon. Life is a reciprocal exchange. To move forward, you have to give back. Written by Oprah Winfrey. Again, life is a reciprocal exchange. To move forward, you have to give back. So the law of seed time and harvest time is one of the most talked about principles of success. The foundation of this law is the principle of exchange. For everything you want, you must give up something to have it. In this case, you give up your seed so that you can have a harvest. A seed of time, a seed of healthy eating, a seed of regular exercise, a seed of regular study. The harvest for these things I have listed, we cannot overemphasize them. And this is just a few of 1,000. And it also depends on what you want to achieve later on. Seeds vary from person to person. Now, most of the time, the things you need to give up are already in your possession. They are not really far-fetched. You can look within you and see the seeds that you need to sow for the next level or for the next phase you need to get into in life. You get. The author said the literal meaning of trade is buying or selling and giving or receiving. Two things are involved: what is to be bought and what is to be sold, or what is to be given and what is to be received. The statement "life is a trade" simply means that for everything you want out of life, you must be willing to give something up for it. We've heard the statement, use what you have to get what you want. So look within your circle, look within you. You'd see the resources you require to get into the next phase of your life. And it also means that if you have nothing to give up for what you want, you would never get what you want. So you have to have something to give up for what you are looking for. That's the only way that what you're looking for, becomes deserving of you, or you become deserving of it. The value of what you give is a great determinant of the value of what you get. There's a subtitle here. It says the formula for wealth and abundance. You become richer either by selling or by serving. This is one philosophy you must never forget. If you don't want anything to offer, if you don't have anything to offer on the table of life, then you are not permitted to take anything from it. So give to get. The author also said people don't buy from you or trade with you because of what you have to offer. Most times it's because of who you are. So take a moment and ask, who am I? And see what kind of answers you get. Take for instance, right? Someone who you you know, you've been to that person's house, you've seen how the person lives, you know this person is not even hygienic. Like the person is not clean, it's not their surroundings are dirty, their houses are dirty, and this person begins to sell like a burger, like a snack on the road, like street snack. I don't think you ever want to patronize that person because you know that they are not clean people. A story was told on the radio about a murderer in a certain community who opened a pharmacy. And the guest was like, I'm never going to go to that kind of pharmacy of a murderer. He could kill me. You get? So who you are would determine how much patronage that you get. See, when individuals strike a deal with you, it is not always about your product. Most times it is about being a trustworthy seller. You have to be trustworthy to even be in business, because trust is required in life's businesses. Trust is required. You must work on yourself to become the kind of person that they are willing to buy from. So it's not enough to have a commodity. People must be willing to buy from you. Else, you and your commodity become friends. No exchange. In concluding chapter 3, I told us it was short. There's this last subtitle here. It said, Master the Art of Trade. Becoming a success takes the art of trade. You don't get success on a platter of gold. You give your time, your efforts, and your energy. You are not entitled to perform any form of trade in life if you are void of anything. Life is a gift, and what you do with it is what changes your world. You must trade your gifts, you must trade your skills, you must trade your arts, you must trade your time, you must trade your strength. The author was clear. So our action points said, I like to call them action points because at least you could think of them. They are quotes actually, but you could think on them and then it will spur you to do something. The price of everything is the amount of life you exchange for it. Decide what you want. Decide what you're willing to exchange for it. Establish your priorities and go to work. Everything you want will require something you have in exchange. We already talked about that. You have what you need within you. You have your first resources, primary resources around you. So give that to get, what you want. Do not exchange your dignity for popularity. By virtue of exchange, one man's prosperity is beneficial to all others. Yeah, this is so true. Yeah. So, let's go to chapter 4. So, chapter 4 deals with service. The law of service, it said, it is the service of one's soul, gifts or products that leads to greatness in life or work. Service to many is the way to greatness. Yes, I agree. Yes, Elisha Mammon also wrote this one. So Muhammad Ali said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Woo. So if you're not serving, you should be kicked out. Oh God. We've all heard, or if we haven't heard, we'll hear today, that the way up is down. So that's the right way up is actually down. So if you want to get up a ladder, you have to start from the very first, step and work your way up. So if you must go up in life, you have to, humble yourself to serve. Service is not void of humility. You have to be able to have the humility to serve. Whether you're serving your product, whether you're serving your service, you have to serve. And humility is required. There's a subtitle here. It reads, Service guarantees your greatness. So let's consider a statement Jesus made. We all know who Jesus is, the greatest teacher of all times. He said, whoever wants to be a leader, in bracket, greatness, among you, must be your servant, in bracket, service. It is very clear from this statement that there is a directly proportional relationship between greatness and service. You can serve your way into prosperity. Life gets better by service, and service to many is the only genuine way to greatness. Life is about service. You are born to serve. No matter who you are or what you are, service is the key to your next level. Every purpose requires service, and to fulfill purpose, you must serve. Another subtopic here says, service gives you access. The people you serve are doors to your next level. You actually don't serve because you would get something. Your aim is to become somebody. Service makes you become. So it says, while Jesus was choosing his disciples, he made them a proposal. Follow me and I will make you. So if you want to be made, if you want to become, you must give yourself first to service. That is non-negotiable. So he said, service is the key that never fails and guarantees your greatness. No matter who you are, service is the path to your next level. It's the path to your next level. Learn to serve. You can serve your way into plenty. Whatever you want to trade must be served. Service is the way, again, to greatness. Serve your gifts, serve your wisdom, serve your talent, serve your skills, serve your expertise, serve your ideas, serve your experience. Serve as much as you can to make the world a better place. It is only those who give that qualify to receive. Action point. Yes. It was a short chapter, like I told us. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. End your service based on service to others, not at the expense of others. Always render more and better service than is expected of you, no matter what your task may be. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Martin Luther King Jr. So service is very important.